Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV, and in this episode I will attend the remembrance services of the three city-states before joining one of the grand companies. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in the meantime there are, well, what looks like there's going to be a few side quests to do on top of everything else. Well. So it looks like these quests give us other stuff. Okay. Well, there's nothing else here. Right, we are.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the XIV's. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the XIV's. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice." Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity, we must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
Woohoo!
If you'll permit me, Alphino. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Interesting, interesting. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The XIV are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Oh, fantastic, Garuda's back. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Although they clash with the XIV ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do not do so in self-defence. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelve's Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity. Leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack, the people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the XIV will continue their insursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? Ding dang do. Whoosh. Old are the steps of Nold. Let's stop. Oh, we're back. I will carry on. Right, here we go. So check see if there's any other quests that appear. Of course, there's dishonour before death, Jesus Christ. Go this way, then we'll swing round. Dun 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 dun. There's going to be another dungeon one in the burial mound at Cutter's Cry. Yep. Right, here we go. Alright, here we are. Right, the second remembrance service.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
Yeah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yes.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth.
Yeah.
We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Rauban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Way.
Forsooth?
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Hello, Alphanor. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Almalja, the beach tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by the look of this taste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves. The Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Almalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Get your words out. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. We shall travel to Camp Drybone and go from there. Right, so we need to go to the South Shroud. Let's go all the way up to go to that motherfucker. Do. What trek? Any side quest that will be in the South Shroud, of course, I won't do yet. I'll unlock the area, go through all of the different fast travel points there. I mean, there's 2 there. I might as well unlock both, I guess. And then if I end up going there in the main story, I can do the quest there at that point. But there's just so many different areas in the game. I want to try and limit it to only going to areas as I come across it in the main story. With all these different little quests coming out where they take you to a specific area you haven't been to yet. I'll just go there. I guess I'll see like what quests are going on around there and go from there. The best way to do it. There we go. Ugh, bloody hell. So no Cutter's Cry is one of the bonus dungeons. Don't know about anywhere else. We'll see. Hello there. A few people running around. Lovely jubbly. Hello there. Right, here we are. Going to the Shroud. We're going into the Gridania region now. So we were at Gridania at the start, but as I go here now. We haven't been here yet. Let's have a look at the map. Level 30. And level 20. And then whatever's there. So I can go there, I can attune, do the chocobo thing, do that quest, attune there, well, do the chocobo thing there, attune there. Quests I will leave for now, but I've at least will have unlocked the area. The Lost City of Amthapur and Amthapur Keep. Oh, there's another one as well. The Thousand Moors of Tatarak. Oh, I see. You want to go, dear? Good. I was just going to walk through, but if you want to be a bitch, I'll happily fight. Dun, 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 dun. Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Du, du. Don't touch me, bitch. There we go. Need to go across this way. There's a lot of dangers about. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Right, let's go to Gridania, which will take us across that route. Lovely jubbly. If it takes me that way, might as well. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, the levels have lowered slightly round here. Scarred antelope. Do 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 do. Oh, that's as far as is needed. I'm sorry, but I must insist that you are an adventurer, and a rather seasoned looking one besides. On the off chance you're not simply here to gawp, Perhaps you can lend us a hand. You see, despite the fervent protestations of those Duskwights over there, we cannot permit civilians within the ruins at this time. Capable men and women like you, on the other hand, are more than welcome, that is, if you've got the stones for it. Pray seek out the others stationed at Quarry Mill. They can apprise you with the details. Oh, fuck's sake, whatever. Just gonna lock all the chocobo areas. And go from there. Chocobo. Don't know why we're not allowed to go from there, but you know. I won't be accepting a further quest from there yet. I'll leave it for now. Just want to do all of this. Get it done. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's a lot of quests. Hello, Chocobo Keep. Gridania, Buscarons, Droofers, Camp Tranquil. There you go, mate. Boom, ba-dum, boom. Palace of the Dead now accessible. That's the boss fight ones. We've got that. Aram Weibon. Halatali, the Sunken Temple of Quan. I see. So they're the three main ones, got these two. So we're yet to do. I don't know at what point we travel there, but it's fine, whatever. We'll go to Central Fanlin. Right, we'll do this quest. Oh, there's actually stuff up here now, is there? Marvellously mutable materia. Interesting, interesting. Might as well get this first. Giant tortoise. Dun, 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 dun. Also known as an adamantis. Yeah. There you go. Dun 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 dun. Oh, really? There we go. This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns, and you hear that? That sound like the wafting snort when a fire catches. That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go right on in. If you're that certain of your ability to make it out in one piece, just don't expect me to go trotting in there after you, no matter how hard you wail on harder. Ah, you promised old Silbold the Stoic, did you? He's what's called a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when you've a wife at home big with child? Aye, the tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Namir, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart one by one, all so that he might return home to see his son born. Well, interesting. There we go. Do, 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 do. No, get rid of that music. Yuck, disgusting. We don't care. Oh, why is I know there's been thunderstorms and just heavy rain recently, but it's playing up a tiny bit, but it's fine. Cactus. I like how there's literally no other chocobo. Point here. Like hell. Coco Samu. Riddle me this, friend. Have you ever found yourself in the fortunate situation where your pockets were near to bursting with all manner of materia? Have for the sorts you wanted the most. Okay. Unix will perform materia transmutation for you at any time, free of charge. Bring the goblin 5 pieces of unwanted materia, and he will transmute them into a single new piece to use as you see fit. I see. There's nothing else to do. We can go through that, so let's go. Cutter's Cry, locked out of that for now. Diddle do 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 do. At least to give you a tick of what ones you've done. Basic training, enemy parties. Why the fuck do I want to do that? Don't know what those orange dungeons are for, but maybe that's just DLC ones. I'm not sure. Anyway, now we return to Limsa Lominsa. It's been a while. Well, not really. We just went through a dungeon each in Gridania and Uldar. Then we got given the opportunity to join the thingy. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, sorry. So no quest round here. Right, let's go up. See if there's anything up here. Oh well, there really isn't. Oh well, well. Alright, here we are. Dun, 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 dun. Hello. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Okay.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Just deciding which Grand Company to choose after this speech. Because that'll be all three of them. Done.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did
Here
you
they are
look
again.
as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Salute. Yeet.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
Yeah.
While the minds
Sahagin,
of
yuck.
Oromero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded, yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Yeah! Whey! Ding dang do.
Lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
Lovely jubbly.
Fancy meeting you again.
And here they are explaining the Grand Company. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first of the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan, who we've already met. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominsans' backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, so the only primal down is Ifrit, of course. So there's still the kobolds and Sahagins, with Titan and Leviathan. We've got Ramu, and what else in Gridania? Shit. I don't remember. I don't remember, but yeah, you get the point. So that capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew, is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? So I don't know exactly how you commit to the Grand Company. It says you can swap. I'm going to assume you have to take out every primal within the game anyway. So you're going to have to help out all 3 city-states. But yeah. Aramir, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. There's nothing else to do here for now. I could get a ferry, I guess. Oh, bloody hell, but it's fine. Stretch. Ah. Is there anything else around? No. Bad. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 Wonder what is up there, but who knows, eh? Do 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 do. Oh, here we go. Yeet. Right. Let's choose this grand company. I don't think it's too big of a decision, but welcome back, Aramir. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Aramir. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies, as though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Yes.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say, we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Yeesh. Well, there we are. It's Gridania. Ulda. How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you need not explain. That you stand before me now is answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? That's the spirit, lad. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made. It is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Maelstrom Command back in Limsa. And here we are. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yes. Let's go. Whoa. So we want to go to the aft castle. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Latiamel. Here we are. Hail, adventurer. What business here have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Aramir Ironheart. I believe you are expecting me. Aramir Ironheart, I, a recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honour to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! What is it, Private? And this had better be important. We received a report from a lookout in Lower Lanosha, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. The vessel is in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it. We have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Ironheart, this is highly irregular, but I feel your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lanosha is collect, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to Cedarwood, locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Do 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 do. Well, well, well. Here we are. Oh, you twat. Do do. Dun 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 dun. Right, there's nothing else around. Good. Just gonna make our way, do this, and then boom. Aureus, Favola, same level, look at that. Ding dang do. Right, so we've reached, yeah, just over the hour mark. Let's do this. So I believe you get your first mount now, like, well, as you do your indoctrination into the Grand Company. Good if you could move that, but I will. The road to 80 experience earned while below level 80 is dramatically increased. Of course that is. It's been boosting everything. Okay, here we are. An adventurer, what are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. Aramir's way too tall for cover. Maelstrom Command sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Be at ease, sir. We are of the Maelstrom. You are a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft. We're here to rescue you. You must be Ironheart. Good work on reaching our friend out here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secret of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Occidens, I'd say. Seems they want your ship, engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. Ah, well, tiny Bronco's an FF7 reference, and then Biggs and Wedge have been in millions of Final Fantasy, so there we are. The tiny Bronco, isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. She was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Right, pay attention. We're going to hit these Imperials hard and fast. Oh, fuck hell. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife in the gut. But they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Ironheart, ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads, charge. An ambush, to arms. Magitech Vanguard, oh here we go. So now we've started facing the Garlean Empire, have we? They can deal with that, I'll deal with the Vanguard. I can do some good damage. Yeah, get stunned, bitch. Where do you think you're going? Jesus fucking Christ, what are you doing, lad? Come back here. Kill me, yeet. Nearly killed it. There we go. Down you go, bitch. Lovely jubbly. Biggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close, so how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship is ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll get here for a good while yet. Ironheart, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Originally, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we'd all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform Command of the part you played today. I just wanted to say sorry, Ine, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads there, we'd be chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend, we both are. Wedge. Thank you, we're very grateful. Right, let's induct into it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now, lick it good. That's a 107. That's 73, so if I have armour that's at least 34, then we're good to go. Yeah, we do. No. Have none of them yet. I know, here we go. The aft castle. Yes. Here we go. Welcome back, Ironheart. I just heard the report. You need to be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return trip without further Imperial interference. I must admit, I had my doubts at first, but it seems the stories about you are true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, pardon me of your induction. Now we have a defence factor of 130. It was 107 with the dual armour, but now we look very sick. Might as well finish off the induction. Let us start fresh, shall we? You are welcome here, Aramir Ironheart. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, is it only right that I tell you exactly what it is that you will be joining? A grand company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing I can't fucking speak today, which upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colours has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is Limsa afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merlwyb Blowfithwin sees fit to set. As part of this grand vessel's crew, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favourable, lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with talk of ship and oar, let me put it in another way. A Maelstrom soldier labours till his last breath, fights till his last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, and no less is expected of you. Ironheart, it is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's rank. Is there aught you'd like to say? You have my sword till sea swallows all. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. I will follow the Admiral to the very bottom of the abyss. What skills I have are yours till sea swallows all. Ah yes, the many and varied skills of the adventurer. I have no doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as will prove invaluable to our cause. It blinked off then. Aramir Ironheart, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve Limsa well till sea swallows all. Can you hear him, Aramir? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Ironheart. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a man of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Ricky. Might be worth your while. You may accept the quest My Local Chocobo Maelstrom by speaking with Rashat Ricky. Yes, we can get a mount. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. Grand Companies. You are now a member of a Grand Company and have been assigned the rank of Private Third Class. Your Grand Company and rank can be confirmed at any time under the Profile tab in the Character Interface under Character in the main menu. Grand Companies pay their members not in guild but in company seals. You can confirm how many seals are currently in your possession under the currency in the main menu. Seals can be earned by completing various Grand Company missions. A Grand Company Quartermaster is stationed at each Grand Company headquarters and will exchange items for company seals. Company seals are only redeemable with the Grand Company that issued them. The Grand Companies in Eorzea are in constant need of supplies and provisions to maintain their daily operations. To maintain their daily operations, adventurers can earn experience points and company seals by crafting or gathering items required and delivering them. Speak to a Grand Company personnel officer or one of the many officers stationed throughout the realm to complete the delivery. Seal max 15k. Oh, I see. Level 44, Jesus Christ. Hello Richard, how are you? Well, if it isn't Private Ironheart, I must say, the tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I'll wager you've slogged across quite a few miles of countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves his own steed. Let us see about having one issued for you. All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo insurance by exchanging company seals with the Quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Freygim, and she will see you saddled up on one of our trusty birds. Right. At the Wolves' Den. Where is the Wolves' Den again? Oh, I know where it is. It's Lower Lanoscia. Oh, Jesus. That is not good. Yeah, there's Wolves' Den. We might as well go there now. We need to do enough to get enough so we can present the insurance to get a Chocobo, and once we do that, we are good. Yeah, there is the Hull Breaker Isle as well. That is true. PvP, yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh, so we've got PvP going on. Tune to the Aetherite. Yeah, there will be quite a lot. Do. Let's get down. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before. You said that Ricky sent you? She said she was sending a new wolf to the den. Well, more like the runt of the litter if you ask me. You barely have fangs for the honing, but I guess I'm feeling god's damn generous, so I'll throw you a bone. Start yourself off with the crystalline conflict. Them training bouts are made special for feckless adventuring types who can't tell sound strategy from a horse's arse. I still reckon it won't be dawn before you run home with your tail between your legs, crying for your mum. But you can have a word with Lieutenant Gungi Zalongi if you insist on giving it a go. You'll find him outside, assuming you can work up the nerve. And stand up straight, maggot. This ain't no place for the weak of spine. Dismissed. PvP unlocked. Crystalline conflict unlocked. You have unlocked Crystalline Conflict. The Grand Companies of Eorza established this new tactical exercise to strengthen their individuals' members' strategic capacity, outmaneuver other adventurers just like you in a match of wits to claim victory. So earning your wings, the crystal lines crawl. I really want to try and get a bloody I do know about the Queen, yeah. I found out just after I started streaming, but I said a few hours ago to Mum when she got back in, I was like, me along with most other people are saying she was already dead. They just was probably waiting for the rest of the royal family to go before they said. Now, Crystalline Conflict allows you to take part in small-scale 5v5 tactical skirmishes. Can be accessed via the PvP section of the Duty Finder. That's a good way of just explaining it, but I get it anyway. too bothered about this. I mean, I get it, so it's fine. Gravania. Astragalus. Yes, now. Some FF7 and FF8 looking mechs there. Rival Wings unlocked. Duty Fire has been updated with a new regular duty. You have been granted access to Astragalus, an old Charlayan testing site situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. Here you take part in Rival Wings, a large-scale war game incorporating powerful goblin-made machina. Adventurers are divided into two teams, the Falcons and the Ravens, which each side setting out to destroy the core located in the opponent's base. If you are interested in learning more, speak with Softnox. Yep, there we are. Seems to be it's temporarily unavailable. Any class of the Disciples of War Magic. 2 5-player parties. And then the ones I can do are not available at the moment, but there we are. Just got those 3 dungeons to do at some point. Need to return to Limsa Laminza. I need to see if I can get the Storm Chocobo issuance. I think all 3 Grand Companies have 3 different Chocobos, because I basically searched up about the mounts just to find out about it. Shortly after I started the game, I was just like, I wonder when I'm going to get a mount. Of course, I need to get a mount straight away. Pardon me, because it makes things easier. But yeah. Do 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 do. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. You familiar with the transpired at Carter 5 years ago, ain't ya, Private Ironheart? I don't mean the goddamn moon cracking open and that thrice damn primal raining hellfire upon us all. Even folk in the Far East heard that tale, I reckon. What I'm wondering is how knowledgeable you are with regards to the aftermath when the Eorzean Alliance saw fit to settle in and jointly administer the region for the foreseeable future. Waste of time, money, and men, most say. What with nothing of value in the Cartanu flats, eh? That's the story of which most folk have been privy. The truth, of course, being a fair bit different. Okay. Jesus. Hang on, no. Free companies are independent, player-operated organisations, not unlike guilds. Oh, so these are just groups that you can create yourself. Oh, I see, that's fair enough. I see. are. There's an axe. Need allied seals. Jesus. Damn, boy. And then the war axe. Yep. A storm chocobo issuance. Don't know how we get it there. Oh, there it is. I need to go up, deliver the thing to the airship landing, then I need to get a storm chocobo, and then I'll be set to continue after the stream. Made it be a bit longer because I just wanted to, get going. That's just the way it is. Yep. There you go, mate. Private Ironheart, come to join the fight. We very good indeed. Dodo. This is another game mode. Cartano Flats, the Borderland ruins. There we go. That's a new PvP game mode we've unlocked. Then we'll hand in, we'll get a storm chocobo, and then I can freely ride round on the chocobo, making travel so much easier. So the game's now just exploded in your face, opened up everything to you, part of a faction now. And we're gonna, of course, just continue rolling on with this story. Here we are. I want chocobo. Want the bird issued, you say? I need to see your storm chocobo issuance. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment please, I'll be right back with your chocobo. Look at him. Beautiful. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. I think you know what I'm going for. Name your chocobo. You know exactly what I'm going for. I was going to say, you know exactly what I'm going for. Might as well. There we go. Nothing cooler than calling your chocobo that. There we go. Yeah, boy. I dare say he likes his name. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow onto it, and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present with you your chocobo's rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yes, boy. You can use your chocobo whistle to acquire the action to summon your personal chocobo. Unlike rental chocobos, there is no time limit regulating how long you may remain on chocoback. Remember, however, there are areas such as highly populated cities and narrow dungeons that your chocobo will refuse to enter. The action to summon your chocobo can be set to your hotbar and is located within the mount guide found under character in the main menu. Chocobo armor or barding can be equipped via the companion interface situated in the character section of the main menu. So if we go out here, I just want to check it, test it out, and then we'll end this shit. Well, the chocobo icon will appear in your status effects bar. You can dismount the chocobo at any time by selecting this icon, by reselecting the action used to mount your steed. Use the chocobo whilst summon your steed again. Yes, now. So whenever I get a new ability, I can do that shit. Do 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 do. Look at him, beautiful, fantastic, fantastic. It is fantastic. I have my very own chocobo. Yeah, lovely jubbly. So we've got our mount underway. The game has opened up wide. And of course, tomorrow I will be starting the stream by going to the Waking Sands. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. And on a side note, it's cool that you can teleport and stay on your chocobo. Goodbye.